Hello, hello, hello. We are finally there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our new show, The Full Bhoona. The Full Bhoona live from India. It's scorching hot. We're outside the Taj Mahal. Yes, I'm sitting at the very bit Lady Diana's sitting. So first of all, a lot of people are asking, what is The Full Bhoona all about? Well, it's going to be our fantastic little crazy show all the way actually from Glasgow. I know you all know that we're actually filming somewhere else. And we're going to be live on Face Live every 2 weeks on a Friday. You're going to see us on YouTube. You can even see us on Graphics TV. So you can access us from anywhere. It's going to be fun. We're going to be streaming. We're going to be talking about music. We're going to be having chat. We're going to have cooking. We're going to have bundles of fun and joy. And like I said, we're going to be on air every 2 weeks. So all my friends, share this to everybody. Make sure you throw comments back at us. Tell us what you want us to talk about. And we're going to have a really, really good time. But you know, a show like The Full Bhoona isn't really going to be great unless I have my sidekick. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce my best friend, or one of my best friends, Mr. Ketan Nahar. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we've got Ketan. He's our sidekick. And so, Ketan, tell us, how are you?
I'm very well, Sanjay. More than very well.
So Ketan and I tried to practice last night, and this is the result of a great practice with me and Ketan. So we're going to have a lot of interesting things happening today. We have got Scotland's top plastic surgeon, Mr. Sanjay Majhu. He will be here. He's sitting around somewhere. He's going to be talking about. There he is. We're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about plastic surgery and all sorts of other interesting things. We're going to be talking about, you know, what's been happening in Glasgow over the last couple of months, over the last couple of years, and have a catch up. So, Ketan, how are you? What has been happening?
This week? Well, I missed football this week because we were at Chris Rock.
Yes, we were at the Chris Rock concert. Anybody go to the Chris Rock concert this week? It was fabulous.
13 rows from the front.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get...
I don't think there's a better comedian than Chris Rock, is there?
I don't think we're going to get near to him like that again.
No, he was absolutely brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant. So, like I said to you folks, make sure you comment on the Facebook thread and let us know that you're there. And if you want to send us WhatsApp videos, you can send us WhatsApp videos, and we'll be playing them in some other show. Maybe not tonight, because we've got to make sure that we take all the naughty ones out. But you know, we're going to start with a video. I want this show to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of cooking on this video. There's going to be a lot of music. Those are my two big interests. So we decided today that we'd do a really interesting video where we'd show all of you, and I'm sure that most of you know, how to make a chapati. Now, my auntie, Puchi auntie, is fantastic at making chapatis, and she's also made for television. So we're going to go live to Puchi auntie making chapati. Here she is. What's that? How much flour is in that?
1 cup butter.
And you're making a chapati today, yes?
Yes.
Okay, what are you adding now?
Just cold water.
Cold water. Is there any special style to mixing it?
Just mix it. A little bit water at a time. Don't make it too soft. Knead it properly. I can make it very soft atta, but people don't know what to make it soft atta.
How do you make soft atta?
Yeah, put more water and the atta will become very soft. Roti will become very nicely round and fluffy. But hard atta you cannot. And then you knead the atta for at least 2 to 3 minutes. You just leave it for 5 to 10 minutes like that.
Okay, we're going to leave it like that. Great stuff.
And if you want, you can put a little bit oil to soften, but I won't put oil.
Okay,
Okay?
let's pause that. Puchi auntie, what's that? How much flour is in that?
1 cup butter.
And you're making a chapati today, yes?
Yes.
Okay, what are you adding now? Whoa, Puchi auntie on the chapati. Well done, Puchi auntie. Now, that was only part 1 of Puchi auntie making a chapati. There's going to be a part 2 when she actually makes the chapati, which is the whole point of that segment. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest with us today. I've been trying to get this guy for quite a while to do odds and sods with me, but he's always too busy. Why? Because he is a rock and roll plastic surgeon. This man's name is Tamir Shoaib. He is a member of, and he didn't really want me to say this, but I downloaded his website profile. He is a member of the British Association of Plastic Reconstructive Aesthetic Surgeons. He is the International Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons member. He is a fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons. I'd be slightly worried if he wasn't being a plastic surgeon. That would be quite a funny situation. I am a taxi driver, but I do a bit of plastic surgery on the side. And also he's on the Specialist Register of Plastic Surgeons. He is I would say the best plastic surgeon in Scotland. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a little round of applause for Tamir Shoaib, who is a very special guest today. And he's a very handsome guy, as you can tell. Tamir, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous.
How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you.
I think we're all nervous, aren't we?
Yeah. I'm a bit disappointed in myself though because I didn't go to the Chris Rock concert last night.
Well, you know, you could have asked me for a ticket.
Tell us the joke.
Yeah.
Tell us the Chris Rock joke.
They're too rude. They're way too rude. I think they're all X-rated, aren't they, Chris Rock jokes?
Did he not say, you guys, you're gonna leave and people are gonna say, how was the Chris Rock concert? And you're gonna say it was really funny, and then the guys are gonna say, well, give us a joke, tell us a joke, and here's a clean joke that you can tell them. You didn't say that?
No, you didn't do any of that stuff, and my earpiece is already coming out.
It was all just rude stuff.
Sorry, my earpiece is coming out, folks. But no, he was fantastic. I thought he's the funniest comedian I've ever seen, actually.
I think it's hilarious, isn't it?
And we were sitting
13 rows from the front.
13 rows from the front with Chris Rock.
How long was he speaking for?
He was on for about an hour and a half.
That's very good, isn't
But
it?
he was amazing. I've always loved Chris Rock. Always loved Chris Rock. Tamir, listen, you are a rock and roll plastic surgeon. We know that. You look like a rock and roll plastic surgeon. What's your most popular surgery?
You know, I do quite a lot of rhinoplasties, you know, nose reshaping operations and breast augmentation. So those would be my top 2.
Right. Do you know when I was young, I did want a nose job. I'll have to admit.
What are you talking about? You're still young.
Exactly.
So when you were younger.
When I was younger,
yes.
You know, you're always a bit insecure about how your face looks, but as you get older, you tend to care less.
Yeah, and you know, it's important that we do surgery for people at an appropriate level. You know, so the vast majority of rhinoplasties that I do are for people when they're coming to see me because they have a disproportionate nose. You know, the size of their nose doesn't quite fit the size of their face, and so we just want to balance things out and make them normal.
But do you? Sorry,
Bit like yours.
Keaton's actually had. Guess how many nose jobs he's had?
None.
3.
He's had 3. Yeah.
Gosh.
That's why he's got a Brussels sprout on his face.
But you know, there are many reasons for having a rhinoplasty. You can't breathe, it's been broken, it's all...
Well, that's the excuse.
It's bent.
I need it because I can't breathe.
Yeah, it squints, it's too big, it's too small.
Yeah.
You know, these are the reasons for having
Did Andrew Ridgeley not say that? He fell off a boat.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
wham, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, the other thing, right, is the question everyone's going to be talking about, right, is because Keaton have reminded me about breast surgery. Breast implants. Is that? I mean, how difficult is it to do it? Do you try and talk people out of it? What's the situation with that?
Well, I've got a breast implant with me. Would you like to see
Wow.
Here is a breast implant. Have a squeeze.
That's lovely.
And
Try it.
it's a very
You wanna kiss
serious. It's a very serious thing to go through.
Kiss the breast, for God's sake, see what it's like.
It's just like Puchi Auntie's video.
It looks like a chapati.
It looks like a
Chapati pera. So tell us, what is that, Stuart?
So this is made out of silicone. It's probably one of the world's best implants you can get because there are cheap and poor quality implants, and there are probably the world's most expensive implant and the world's so I would say the world's best implant.
But is silicone not dangerous for?
There are many different types of silicone. You know, silicone is found throughout nature and throughout the planet. It's in your toothpaste, it's in your salt, it's in baby formula milk. It's in you know, these things. These things are made out of silicone. Your glasses will be made out of silicone. Your earpiece will have silicone in it.
Right.
Silicone is ubiquitous. It's everywhere, and it's a polymer. So the thicker the polymer, the harder it is. So your some of the things I can see on this table, they will have silicone in them, but they're really hard silicone. And there's really soft silicone, you know, bathroom sealants, things like that. That's made out of really soft silicone. So depending on what kind of silicone you have, you can have medical grade silicone. And medical grade silicone is only made by one manufacturer in the world. And it's set up so that it's got high quality. It's homogeneous in structure, and it can be used for making things that are quite hard and making things that are quite soft.
Wow.
So silicone is everywhere in our world.
Well, listen, if anybody on that's watching us tonight, give us some comments. Are we going to get some comments at the back? Claire, is there somebody going to be saying something? Are we going to be seeing some comments, folks? Yeah. Okay, no problem. Tell us what's like the longest, most difficult type of surgery you do?
You know, I was a consultant in the NHS for many years, and my special interest in the NHS was face and mouth cancers. So removing a face cancer or removing a mouth cancer, and then reconstructing it. That was the hardest and the longest procedure that I would do. It can take it can be booked one procedure for the day, because it's an all-day operation.
And do you do a mixture now of NHS and
I
private?
gave up the NHS.
So you're private now?
4 years ago, I gave up the NHS, and I became...
Doesn't pay well, does it? Doesn't pay well?
It's not about the money, you know?
All right, okay. That's what you not about the money, that's why you went private.
I've got a question. What's the most complex operation you've ever done? You don't have to go into detail, obviously, right? But
I think it would be these head and neck cancer cases, because you know, sometimes they're encircling some important structures, you know, vital structures in the neck, and so we have to peel off the tumors from these vital structures, and then we've got to try and put them back together again. So, and I remember, in the NHS, my job was to treat skin cancers that had spread as well. And I remember removing a skin cancer from someone's armpit, which was about this size. You know, it weighed a few pounds, and it was just encircled around the arteries. So we had to preserve the arteries and the veins and take the tumor out at the same time. I remember there was another operation where there was a tumor that was completely encircling the main vessel that drains the upper part of the body and the arm. Again, peeling these tumors off blood vessels, that's probably the hardest thing, because if you make a hole in the vessel, you just see a lot of blood. I don't like the sight of blood.
Oh goodness! Listen, and the serious question, right, is, I mean, have you lost people on this?
Only when we expect to lose them.
Right.
You know, so sometimes people are at death's door. The only opportunity they have, the only chance they have, is to have a life-saving operation. I remember there was a spate of anthrax infections in Glasgow from people who were using drugs. And I remember operating on someone with anthrax, and we were trying to cure that, but you know, the guy died. It was the disease takes him over. We've had people with massive burns, fulminant infections, and it's the disease that kills them, even though we're trying to save them.
Right. Okay. And any questions, Keita?
I've asked my one, yeah.
And you know, are you look the big question here that I quite like? Do all the nurses fancy you? Do you get a lot of? Yeah, and I know you've got a very, very good-looking wife. So how hard is it when you're at surgery, looking really cool with all your stuff on? And
Sanjay, you know me. I'm a very focused individual. I go to work. I do my job.
Yeah.
I come home.
Taimur Shoaib, listen, thank you very much. He's going to be staying with us. We're going to have this as a panel show today, right? So well done, Taimur Shoaib. Good to have him. Yeah. I think what we're going to do now, right, is we are trying to get the comments on, but we're having a technical issue. So it's okay, boys. Don't worry about it. It's our first show. We don't mind. Just keep sending your comments anyway, and it'll go somewhere, and we'll pick up on it. So are we all ready now to go on to Pucci Auntie finishing off a chapati? Well, let's go on to the next video. This is now going to be Pucci Auntie Part 2. Watch her finishing off a chapati. And folks, get ready, because this is the big deal. She's fantastic at this. She does this every single day. And Pucci Auntie finishing a chapati. God bless her. Fantastic. That was Pucci Auntie making a chapati. I don't think we got the end of that. Another technical issue there, I think, but you get the gist. That's how you make a chapati. When I make a chapati, I normally have to throw it at somebody and rip off the head like that guy from Goldfinger. So, Indian food, Timur. Do you like Indian food?
I love it.
Better than Italian?
Well, Indian or Pakistani?
It's the same place as far as I'm concerned. Is that not the same country?
Subcontinent,
We're brothers
yes,
and sisters,
we are.
aren't we?
We're
Yeah.
brothers outside of the
Yeah.
subcontinent. We're brothers,
And we're joined in the Punjab, aren't we?
And as soon as there's a cricket match, we're
Yeah, no,
sworn
we're not
enemies.
brothers.
How come Pakistanis call a restaurant an Indian restaurant then? Why is that?
How can you
That's
have?
quite a lot, doesn't it?
How can you have? So I went to Pakistan and I saw. I went to an
Let's not get
Italian
into-
restaurant,
yeah.
and I saw the chef. Guy was Asian.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's I think a discussion for another day,
Yeah,
Ketan,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I mean, I'm of the opinion that Indian food is the best food in the world. I've been saying it for a long time, but maybe one of the problems is that the Italians and all the Scottish guys generally will do restaurants better than us just now. And it's probably because I think there's a sort of a drain of the talent of chefs
Resources,
and people
yeah.
who run restaurants because they generally Asians just want to, I take it, want to go to university and become doctors like you and whatever, and they don't really want to run a restaurant. What do you think? That's probably what it is.
Everyone's got to eat though, and what greater pleasure is there in life than a nice meal?
Good food.
You know, good
Yeah.
food. Everyone's got to eat, and we all want to eat nice food, don't we?
Absolutely. Well, listen, this is a show with everything. So we're going to be asking people: is there any music that you like? Now, people that know me know that I love the Beatles. I'm also I have sang in a Punjabi folk band, probably the best Punjabi folk band in Scotland, if not the whole of the UK, Bombay Talkie. So we're going to do a song because I do have my guitar for the first show, and Timur's going to help me. Ketan's going to play the tambourine. So send us your requests. Tell us who you are, and we might do a little Beatles medley, and we might do any Bombay Talkie track or any Punjabi folk track that you particularly like, and we'll do it today just for a bit of fun. So there's another bit I want to talk to people about. There's been a spate of burglaries, and from what I can gather, I don't know if you know about this, Timur. Ketan, you might want to, you maybe know a bit more, but there's been a whole bunch of burglaries at Asian people's houses, and apparently they've caught the culprits. Because I had a chat with somebody yesterday who said that the police had gone to their house and said to them that they were on the list. So these guys had a list of other people they were going to break into their homes, and it was very serious. So fingers crossed. If anybody knows any more information about these horrible people breaking into people's houses, while in fact people are in the house. So my friend's mother was still in the house when they broke into the house, and they sat her down. I think it's awful. And what we're going to be doing at this show is discussing topics like, are the police doing enough? We want to make sure. And things like, what really concerns you living in Glasgow, living in Scotland, and just having a good time and talking about it. So, guys, are we going to be doing a bit of music? Are you going to be singing with me too?
You know, I'd love to sing, but I've lost my voice. You know, I've been down with some kind of flu bug. You know, it's a combination of I think it was man flu,
Right.
Tamiflu, Australian flu, bird
Typhoon.
flu.
Typhoon.
And I
Is that not a tea bag?
and I can say this because I'm a doctor. You
Yeah.
can't argue with me.
Yeah.
And it was a combination, so I've kind of lost my
Talent.
voice.
Right.
Next time I come on, I'll sing a song with you.
And what are you going to be doing, Ketan?
I'm just going to be hanging about, playing an instrument or two.
Fantastic. Well, look, I think
keep
we
up
should
with you.
have
Try to keep up with you, man.
just to keep people going. So let's try and find out if people are sending us requests for some music. We're only on for an hour, so make it quick. But we're going to have another video. Now, I found this video quite funny. Send us your videos, your funny videos. Send it to the WhatsApp number. What's the WhatsApp number, Ketan?
You can see it at the bottom of the screen there, 07792. Yep.
Okay. So
012,
you've got to say it as well.
Yeah.
Say it. It's
Sorry.
077.
Yeah.
We were practicing this last night. for God's-
077, I'm terrible at remembering numbers. 07792, right? 012 964. It's at the bottom of the screen. WhatsApp your videos, comments, and Facebook, please, and keep it clean. Thanks.
Unless you're from abroad, in which case you've got to add +44 to the beginning of that number.
Okay.
Because we have an international audience.
This is social media. So
We are
people
not.
will be watching from abroad.
We have no boundaries.
I've got my
We're
aunt
not
watching.
restricted
There
by
are none.
geographic
There are
boundaries.
none. There might have been people watching from Mars as far as we're concerned.
Correct, yeah.
This could be the beginning of a film. All right, so are we going to have some funny videos? This is a really funny video. It's called Snake Man. This is a video I watched a couple of times with my kids. They love it. It's about a guy. In fact, I'm not going to say much. Let's just put the Snake Man on.
Run.
Hey bro, you got a snake on you?
Run.
Snake on you. Hey bro, there's a snake on you. There's a snake on you.
Run. 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 Run.
Yo, you got a snake
Run.
on you.
Run. Run.
That was mental. That was absolutely mental. We need to do that, Kate, on one night. We need to do that. We're getting a lot of people. Listen, we're really sorry. We know that we had a problem with some of the sound, but we're just getting used to this. And Tariq and Usman are doing a great job back there with Claire. So just bear with us. We've got, well done, Mr. Tom Urie over there. My cousin Mickey, he's spoken to us. I've got Justin, all the way from Ireland. Justin, what the hell are you doing in Ireland? I thought you were in like Scandinavia or something like that.
Janice from Spain.
We've got Janice. Janice, hello from
That's right.
Spain. We're getting people saying hello. And Abby, what are you talking about? The Iron Brew formula? Who cares about Iron Brew? We got Mr. Deepak Bali, the immigration king. He'll be on our show one day. Who else have we got? How do you contact anthrax? By being a drug addict. Stop talking nonsense, Justin. Stop. Take your medication, Justin. Take your medication, right? We've got everybody on. We've got, who else have we got on? We've got Yati Mayer. Oh my God, Yati, my good friend who plays the harmonica. What else? We're going to do some, we got, oh my goodness, we've got my cousin Sanjeev Kohli. Sanjeev, you're coming on the show. We know you're a big star. You're Naveed from Still Game, but you're coming on. You better say yes on this thread, okay? Are we still on, boys, eh? All right, and what else have we got? Let's have a look. There you go, Ketan, I'll give you that. So, what has anybody been asking what songs to do?
Not really, actually. Let's have a wee look through it. Somebody said...
What's your favourite band?
I love the Beatles.
Beatles?
Yes,
And what is it about the Beatles that you like?
Do you know, for me, the Beatles, look, not everybody's into the Beatles. I decided a couple of years back when I was thinking, you know, I'm getting older now. What do I really love doing? Now, the one thing I really love doing, which I'm not really particularly too good at, is badminton. And so I play a bit of badminton. I've got a club I go to, my friends hopefully will come over and show us some. There's a badminton racket. I think this is badminton. There you go. Okay. So, oh Christ. So, but the Beatles, I think they showed how a band can come from absolutely nowhere and make the most amazing music ever, and then everybody loves it. Like America loved it, and they went to America. But they were just four sort of innocent guys who made brilliant music. And if you watch videos of the Beatles, you can see their innocence and the fact that they're quite surprised at how good they are. But when you look back and with hindsight and start looking at their material and the material that they did after they split up, they were just immense.
And do you think their success went to their head in terms of the political views that they started expressing?
Well, I don't think that success can go to your head if you've got an opinion. Now, John Lennon, I think you're talking about John Lennon and the Vietnam War. And I mean, look, he was talking about peace. He was right, you know, and everything he said, if you watch the videos, was right. A lot of the times people go into wars for the wrong reasons. And John Lennon was saying, look, come on, you're killing innocent people. And what was wrong with what he said? And the sad thing about John Lennon is that he got killed by somebody, got shot in the back by a complete idiot. And he was a genius. You know, I mean, I adore him and I still love him. I don't really let people say bad things about the Beatles.
I wouldn't dare.
No, please don't,
After all
because
that,
I
yeah.
get really upset. I love them, and I sort of now analyse their music. I play. So listen, we're gonna do some Beatles songs.
let's do
Are we gonna
Beatles
do some
songs.
Beatles
Yeah,
songs?
let's do a
some songs. I've got my guitar here. So has anybody
We're running
asked?
time.
Can you see anything from the comments? Anybody request for a Beatles song? Should
tell
do a
you,
little Beatles
some-
medley here.
Karen McWilliams.
What's she saying?
She's requested you do it Gangnam style and dance to it.
I'm not doing Gangnam Style. Are we ready for it? And you know, just to keep our Asian audiences happy, I'll do a little Punjabi folk song as well. So don't worry. A lot of my Asian friends don't seem to like the Beatles. What's going on?
What's wrong with them?
There's
What kind of
nothing
friends-
wrong with them.
What kind of friends have you got?
Crazy people.
You shouldn't have friends if they don't like the Beatles.
Well, they don't know their music. I'm married to one. She doesn't even like the Beatles. My lovely wife, Jiggy. Are you proud of your husband doing a little TV show on Facebook?
Hey, you
Okay, are you all ready? Which one? So we're going to do, let's do a nice little, should we do a little Beatles medley? You have to join in, boys.
Oh, I've lost my voice.
All right, are you going to jump in? Guess what this one is? Mr. Tom Ury, you'll know this one. It's your Beatles Rain Man, Tom Ury. I think I'm gonna be sad. Think it's today, yeah. The girl that's driving me mad is going away. Oh yeah. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride, but she don't care. Come on. I don't know why she's riding so high. She'll think twice, she'll be right by me before she gets to saying goodbye. She'll think twice, she'll be right by me. I think I'm gonna be sad. Think it's today, yeah. The girl that's driving me mad is going away. Oh yeah. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to. She's got a ticket to ride. And the other classic Beatles track.
Okay, there you go. You
Do you remember this one, Timur? Can't buy me love, love. I can't buy me. Oh yeah. I buy you diamond rings, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I get you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. 'Cause I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Can buy me love. Everybody tells me so. Can't buy me love. No, no, no. Say you don't need no diamond rings and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want that kind of things the money just can't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. And what about?
Very good.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, I need your love, baby. I guess you know it's true. I hope you need my love, baby, just like I need you. Hold me, love me, hold me, love me. I ain't got nothing but love, baby. 8 days a week, chorus everyone. 8 days a week, I love you. 8 days a week, it's not enough to show I can love you every day, girl. You're always on my mind. One thing I can say, girl, I love you all the time. Hold me, love me, hold me, love me. I ain't got nothing but love, baby. 8 days a week, 8 days a week, 8 days a week, girl. Thank you, thank you. Love and peace. God bless the
Not bad, big
Beatles.
man, not bad, big man.
So I think what we'll do, should we do a Punjabi song? Should we do a little Punjabi song? Keep the Punjabi people happy. All the little Bhangra people.
Yeah, you better throw
What
one
Punjabi
in.
song do they want me to sing?
Nobody's really requested a Punjabi song as of yet.
There's an old Punjabi song I learned when I was about 13 years old, and it's a song about, who's that? Who's Princess Juicy? Is that your other WhatsApp thing? For God's sake, Princess Juicy, behave yourself. This is an old song about. Do you know in India there's a road called the Great Trunk Road, and it goes from Bombay to Pathankot. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Okay, well.
Every day's a school day for me, you know.
He's so brainy that I've actually taught him something
I
else.
wasn't showing you my WhatsApp. I'm saying that we're running short of time, so you need a quick Punjabi
We're
one.
running short of time. Thanks
So
very much.
throw a quick Punjabi one in first.
This is a song called GT Road, sang by the famous Kuldeep Manik, who passed away, unfortunately, one of my all-time heroes. It'd really be good to have a dole plate here, but we don't have dole plate. Yeah, two. Put that one there. ਉਹ ਨਿਤ ਬੰਬਿਓ ਪਠਾਨਕੋਟ ਜਾਵੇ ਨਿਆਰ ਨਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਬੰਨੀਏ ਜੀਟੀ ਰੋਡ ਤੇ ਜੀਟੀ ਰੋਡ ਦੇ ਦੁਹਾਈਆਂ ਪਾਵੇ ਨਿਆਰ ਨਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਬੰਨੀਏ ਜੀਟੀ ਰੋਡ ਉੱਤੇ ਠੱਬ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਪੀਣ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਜੱਟ ਨੂੰ ਬੰਬਈ ਤੱਕ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਜੀਟੀ ਰੋਡ ਉੱਤੇ ਠੱਬ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਪੀਣ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਜੱਟ ਨੂੰ ਬੰਬਈ ਤੱਕ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਰਜੀ ਪਰੌਂਠੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਰਜੀ ਪਰੌਂਠੇ ਖਾਵੇ ਨਿਆਰ ਨਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਜੀਟੀ ਰੋਡ ਤੇ ਜੀਟੀ ਰੋਡ ਤੇ ਦੁਹਾਈਆਂ ਪਾਵੇ ਨਿਆਰ ਨਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਨਿਆਰ ਨਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਟਰੱਕ ਯਾਰ ਨਾ ਟਰੱਕ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ ਗॉड bless Kuldeep Manik. Kuldeep Manik was an absolute sensation. Do you know how long it took me to say Rakaballiye? I had to watch lots of videos of men in turbans in the Punjab.
In the Punjab.
In the Punjab to try and get the accent bit right. Rakaballiye. So fantastic. Have we got another? We've got another video. We've got a video of the guy who I think was in the audience when Kuldeep Manik was singing that song. This is a weightlifting video. It's one of my favourite little videos, but you have to watch this. And I think this will be the last video before we actually start signing off. I don't know how long we've got, but let's have the weightlifter. Right. How funny was that? Anyway, so that was the weightlifter who I thought was quite funny. We'll have that. Send us your WhatsApp. Technically, we can't start reading up too much of your comments. There's a lot of comments in there. Tamir, what do you think? How's the show been?
Show's been
First
good.
day.
Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
I've enjoyed it. How have you felt though?
I've really enjoyed it.
Because I thought, I'm going to come along and I'm going to have a chat with a couple of my pals. And
Which is
here
what we
I am.
did.
Yes, exactly.
Which is what we did. Yeah. No, I mean, I've always wanted to do this, and so we really need your support. You need to watch us, share it, tell everyone. And I've told all my friends in India. I've told my aunties are watching me in India actually. Ketan, have you had a good time tonight?
I had a very good time tonight, yeah.
Have we got more time, producers, or do we have to spin off quite soon? We can keep going. Okay, pick a topic. Tamir, come on. We're on the full Bhoona. We're on Face Live. Remember, folks, watch us on the full Bhoona. Like the page if you like it, and then you can watch it all the time. You can watch it later as well. So,
what do you prefer, broadcasting or singing or food?
I like it all.
Because you've had a background of being in the food industry, being in the music industry, and now being in the broadcast industry.
Well, broadcasting is new to me. I don't know. I mean, I love social media. I love Facebook. I think people know that I love Facebook. And when you meet people, and they say, "Oh, you're always on Facebook." I'm always like, "Well, how do you know?"
Very clever.
obviously
You don't
watching.
get, but that's a
You know?
crafty answer, isn't
How
it?
do you know?
How do you know?
You're watching. Do you like Facebook? You don't do it a lot, do you?
I participate. I watch. I look at
Oh,
stuff, but
He's a
maybe
watcher.
don't.
He's a watcher.
Yeah.
Do you know one of his favourite hobbies is? He's always showing off dropping names.
Name dropping.
He loves name dropping.
Are you calling me a name dropper?
You're a name dropper. I'm hanging about with Sir Alex Ferguson. I'm hanging about with Billy Connolly or whoever you're hanging about with all the
I
time.
mean, I'm offended by that.
If you're so offended, right, what do I see?
I mean, what do you mean name drop? I have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, what exactly do you mean I'm name dropping? I mean, it's only a picture of me and Sir Alex Ferguson
Playing golf.
playing golf.
In the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't name drop. That was me and Sir Alex.
And what's on your
We've got
mug?
a technical problem. There's a green background. Sorry. Listen, I apologise for that. That is me and Sir Alex Ferguson. But anyway, I have no idea why you're saying a name drop, Ketan. I mean, that's only a picture of my wife and Brad Pitt. We met her in France. How can we get this? Yes, that's Brad Pitt. Yeah, and my wife. What do you mean a name drop? I mean, it's only Brad Pitt hugging my wife, and actually, you can see a very proud husband
That's
at
pretty
the
cool.
back, sitting there while Brad Pitt is hugging his wife. I actually wouldn't have minded if my wife had said to me, "I'm off with Brad Pitt." I liked him that much. I fancied Brad Pitt.
You technically say you're a threesome with Brad Pitt. Right?
You know? And in fact, the funny thing about this, when this picture got taken, we were in France and Brad Pitt, I was a guest of somebody. So the newspaper phoned me up
Who were
and
you a
said-
guest of?
I was actually a guest of
David Murray.
Sir David Murray from the Rangers
See what I mean?
Football Club.
See what I mean? Yeah,
Soon is. But Sir David Murray had asked me to come along to his... So there's another bit of name dropping. For God's sake, I know all the stars.
I hear it all the time.
And then we were having dinner in a restaurant and Brad Pitt walked in and with Angelina Jolie and their eclectic mix of children of varying colours. It was very rainbow-esque. And but Angelina Jolie was a little bit quiet. She wouldn't say much, but I think she was eyeballing me behind her sunglasses. I actually think she fancied me for 1 minute.
What did they order? What kind of food does Brangelina eat?
She was eating lettuce.
Come on, don't be like that.
No, seriously.
She does not eat lettuce.
No, I mean, I think that was her actually overeating. But
I'll let it eaten.
but yeah, no, that was quite interesting. Have
what
you
did,
ever met anybody famous?
I live in a classless society.
Ketan, tell us, did you not go to Prince concert, something like that, or?
No, but I've seen Prince 7 times live. He's immense.
Okay, we've got another 10
See-
minutes. Well done.
See, this moment, can I just say hello to Anna McDonald,
Who's Anna?
my girlfriend.
Ooh, your girlfriend. And do you want to say
Women
hello
are-
to anybody?
Big up to Anna McDonald.
So
Love and
listen,
hugs,
we've
love and
got
hugs.
quite a few minutes. People, tell us, what is it like?
You're
Send
watching.
us your WhatsApp videos.
Yeah.
Hello, Anna. We love you. We love you. I'll bring him home safely. Don't worry. What about yourself, Timur? What's the plans for the weekend? What are you going to be doing?
Weekend.
Did you not met? Let me tell you something. I remember when I met. We went to dinner one night a year ago, and you told me that you were driving a McLaren F1.
Not an F1. No, it's.
It was an F2.
It was called a 570.
It was something. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
Well,
Yeah, come on.
well, I've been. I
coughing my
like,
water.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I like to race. Right. I like fast cars. I take them to the track, and I use simulation software. And here's something for you. I've got a world record.
Have you?
I'm the fastest around the Formula One track Spa, which is in Belgium, in a certain car, which is called the BAC Mono.
Wow.
And but on the PlayStation.
Right. On the PlayStation.
On the PlayStation. So
that's awful.
But simulation software is very advanced these days, and
Right.
it's it's very realistic. You can adjust certain things about your car, and when you convert that into your real life, into your car in real life, you see the
Is it all the same?
It's all the same changes that you see. The
Yeah.
changes that you see by making these adjustments on the simulation, you then see that in real life. So when you're going around a track,
But do you not get scared or worried that you're driving around this track so fast and you're going around the corner and the car might flip?
I drive
Or do
like
you
a
slow
granny.
down?
I drive like a granny.
Right. What about
Running
you,
on
Peter?
that
Are you
speed.
into your driving?
I've been into driving since I was, 16? Well, that's a long story.
But have you got an
We'll
interesting
get
story about driving?
there. Right now? Not off the top of my head, no.
Have you enjoyed being on the show though?
Yeah.
This has been quite different for you. You've never. I mean, I've always done. I've done a little bit of speaking in front of a few people because when we do charity bowls and that
A
sort of stuff.
little bit. He does more than me, but
But,
normally this is like sitting in your living
So I
room.
actually quite enjoy this. I'm really not that attention seeking that some people call me. But you've this is fish out water for you, isn't it? You've never really done this sort of stuff before.
Yeah, I'm slightly out of my comfort zone, but it's all right. I don't mind being out of my comfort zone. I can handle it.
Maybe you can't mumble on a broadcast.
Am I mumbling? I beg your pardon. No, for me this is just like sitting. Obviously, we can't go.
Right, we're going to be talking. So on next week's show, right, we're going to be talking about pets. All right, so I have a dog.
2 weeks is it? 2 weeks.
2 weeks time. It's going to be 2 weeks time. I have a dog, and I love my dog. In fact, my dog has brought me out of some very difficult moments of my life. When I'm a bit down, I love hanging about with him. So I thought we could have a show that we're going to dedicate to pets. So if you've got a pet, and I don't know whether by Derek and Usman are going to let dogs in their studio, but you're not probably. They've told us they're going to let them in, and they've got the poo bags ready. But if you have a pet that you love for some reason or you don't love, then tell us. And if you'd like to even film your pet, we might put it onto the show. And I remember my good friend Latifa, who hopefully should be watching, used to have a budgie. And when we used to go to her house to buy samosas, there'd be budgie shit everywhere, which was quite funny in those days. Not for the customers eating the samosas though. Thank God I'm out of that part of the business.
Is that the most unusual pet that you've seen?
A budgie. I've actually seen the most unusual pet would have to be an anteater.
A pet anteater?
Yes, somebody
Was it,
had a pet anteater.
inside or outside?
It was in somebody's house.
Inside the house?
Yes.
Was it an ant-infested house?
No, there was no ants. But,
and what did the anteater die of? Starvation?
In fact, the anteater could have done with some plastic surgery. He could have done with a bit of rhinoplasty.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
I see. You're getting technical with me. We used to have a snake, and we bought the snake when it was a baby, a little hatchling.
Oh, right, okay. What was that, sorry?
We had a pet snake,
All right, okay.
and as it got bigger, feeding it was an incredible experience.
You don't
because
feed them live mice or something?
Yeah, well, fresh frozen mice. So
Okay.
the mice are killed and by sticking themselves in the freezer,
Oh.
and you'd warm up the mouse,
Okay.
and the snake would start looking around, and then it would grab the mouse and then curl it around,
Oh.
and then you saw it dislocating its jaw
Yeah.
and eating the whole thing. It
What
was
would you have done if
incredible.
one of the kids' leg was in the snake's mouth? Would you?
Well, the snake was getting bigger and bigger, and it was getting a bit more energetic
Right.
and angry. So we had to return it.
Oh, okay, you return the snake. Okay, folks, we're gonna finish off with a really good video. And one of my favorite videos. I watch this guy all the time. His name's Rai Panissa. Can we get the Rai Panissa video, please? Okay, and we're going to sort of finish off after that. We'll have some of our ending music at the very end. But Rai Panissa is big fan of his. I love this guy. Have a watch Rai Panissa in action.
जे तू मैनू मिलना आजा बाहर जाके मिल जे तू मैनू मिलना आजा बाहर जाके मिल सारे हो हुन हंसते हाय हुन सारे हो हंसते हो सारे हो हुन हंसते हुन सारे हो जे तू मैनू मिलना हुन बाहर जाके catch me outside how about that catch me outside how about पारी बरसी घटने की आंसी घट के ले आंदा कैश पारी बरसी घटने की आंसी घट के ले आंदा कैश ओ कैश की करना जे तू बाहर नहीं हो आना कैश बाहर नहीं हो आना कैश की करना कैश में आसा हवा
Yeah, Rai Panissa! We're going to have lots of Rai Panissa, and I hope Rai Panissa is going to be watching. He's a big fan of yours, Rai. I love you. We're going to finish off now. Tamur, what have we got? We've got some shout-outs here.
Got a shout out to Emma and Dave being well behaved on a Friday night. Well done, Emma and Dave. We're all proud of you. Let's give Emma and Dave a round of applause.
Emma and Dave.
Emma and Dave. But we're being well behaved on a Friday night.
Well
See, once
behaved.
we're off air, Stay well behaved. Stay well behaved. Stay out
Right.
of trouble. And we got hello to Ricardo in Livingston.
Ricardo.
Ricardo, Ricardo.
Tu, hello to you, tu.
Ricardo, you stay out of trouble as well.
Yeah.
And
Dorita fajita.
excuse him, you know, it's his first show. And Jane T has requested a song.
Jane, it's a bit late. We're finishing off now, but was it?
It's Here Comes the Sun.
Here comes the sun, do 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 do. Here comes the sun, and I say goodbye, everybody. We're gonna be finishing off. We've loved this experience of the Full Burner. I've absolutely had a good time. Good time. Fantastic. Thank you very much, folks. Make sure you tune in. Come and watch us. High five, high five.